Welcome to Scale Model Basics. I'm Aaron Skinner. We're talking post shading. This is one of my favorite techniques for breaking up monochromatic paint jobs. Now you can use it on multicolor paint jobs. I know I have in the past, but where it really shines is breaking up those single color paint jobs and just making them look a little bit more interesting and maybe even a little bit more realistic with the way paint fades or light plays on the surface. What are you going to need to pre-shade? You're going to need your model, you're going to need your base color, and then you're going to need a couple of colors to make it darker and lighter. With that, let's go to the paint booth. So the base color for this is going to be Desert Yellow from Tamiya. But to begin with, I darkened it slightly with a little flat earth as the base coat, because I'll come back and use this as the first layer of post shading. So if this is the base coat, I'm just going to lay it down nice and smooth. So let's see what it looks like on an actual model part. Same thing as before. So let's lay down nice base coat. Make sure you're getting into all the nooks and crannies. Now that I've got the slightly darker base coat on, I'm going to come back with straight Desert Yellow as the first layer of post shading. And to do that, I'm going to spray inside panel centers, up close to but not over the panel lines. So that's what it looks like on the chip. Here we're going to turn to the model and see how it works there. So for the next lightest shade, where I'll be a little bit more inside the panels, I am adding a little bit of white to the base color, to the Desert Yellow, and we're going to spray from there. Final layer on this, I added a little bit more white to the already lightened Desert Yellow, and I'm going to spray that, concentrating very much on the center of panels and on the tank turret itself on the upper reaches where the light would be the brightest. So that is the simple process of post shading. As you can see, it's very versatile. You can do a lot of different things with it. You can apply as many layers as you want to. I went with 4 this time. I could have gone 5 or 6 or 8, depending on what the effect I was looking for was. Now, the things to remember about doing this is you want to start with your darkest shade first, usually the base color or a slightly darker version of the base color. Then as you go through subsequent layers, you're approaching the panel lines, but you're not crossing them. And as you progress through it, you're either getting closer to the center of the panels or closer to the top edges of the model, so that you're playing with the way light plays on the model or fades paint. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.